everyone. Okay, I'm sorry for the delay for the next video, and but okay, I'm here now, and let's begin our history of class 8 and the chapter number 4, tribals, decoys, and the vision of the golden age. Okay, today we are going to cover the topic what happened to the shifting cultivators. Okay, so the first thing in this topic comes all in this topic. Yeah, okay. So the first thing in this topic comes that for Britishers, it was difficult to control over moving people. Okay, the people who were on the move uh, were were quite difficult to be controlled by the Britishers. So what does British wanted? What did British wanted? They wanted that tribals should be settled, and second thing that they need to become the settled peasants. Okay, peasants means farmers. So they will do farming in spite of moving another place and to that means simply moving to place. In spite of moving to place, they wanted them to become peasants, settled peasants. Okay, now why do they wanted this? Second question arises that why do they wanted this? Because settled people are easy to control and they wanted a fixed resource of revenue. Okay, so what were the reasons? There were two reasons why British wanted tribals to settle and become peasants. There were two reasons. It was easy to control them over them and wanted fixed resource of revenue as they were moving place to place. So they didn't get the fixed revenue, or they didn't get the consider them as the fixed resource of the revenue of a particular place. That is why they wanted them to they wanted a fixed resource of revenue from a particular place. So for this, they wanted this now. So what they did, they introduced land settlements. Now what are land settlements? Land settlements are simple. There were four things under land settlements which was done by the Britishers. So what were the four things that were done by the Britishers? First thing comes, they measured the land. What they did, they measured the lands of the forest, and then they defined the rights of each individual over that lands. Okay, so basically they divided forests into lands and measured them and provided each individual, each tribal man that land, and also told them that what are the rights of them over the lands. Okay, then secondly, then what they did, they also fixed the revenue demand. They fixed the revenue demand over from that land. They asked tribals that we need this much revenue. Okay, so what they did, they simply did, they asked tribal people that we need this much revenue from your side, from your land, so you have to cultivate this much till the end of the month. So this is how they settle the land. Now the fourth and the last point come that they also declared some of the tribals as landowners and others as tenants. Why? How? On what basis they did that? They did that randomly. They didn't even specify. It is not even specified in this chapter on what basis they declared some of the tribals as landowners and some of them as tenants. So it was totally random declaration. Okay, but after doing these land settlements, still the effort to settle Jhum cultivators was unsuccessful. So this whole thing is about shifting cultivators, right? And we know that in India, shifting cultivators were known as Jhum cultivators. So this effort to settle shifting cultivators was not that successful. Okay, why? What were the reasons behind this? The reasons are because the forest lands have scarce water and dry soil. Okay, so the reason are they have a really lackage, or they do face a lackage of water for the cultivation, and dry soil. Forest doesn't have that fertile soil. They have soils to grow trees, but they can't grow this much. Uh, they can't cultivate this much plants over a particular piece of land. So it was difficult for a forest land or a forest soil. So this thing. These two reasons, they had scarce water and dry soil, and that is why the tribal people never got a good yield of their cultivation. So this was getting a loss. This was resulting towards the loss of Britishers as well, because they were not getting the correct amount of revenue they wanted from a particular land. So and Jhum cultivators were also not be able to survive because they didn't get the money to fulfill their needs, or to uh, full their stomach as well, right? Now the last thing comes in this paragraph that the Jhum cultivators, all the Jhum cultivators of Northeast India, remember the Northeast India Jhum cultivators protested against this and allowed to continue shifting cultivation. Okay, simply they protested against this. They didn't want to do any more cultivation. They protested against the Britishers that they can't cultivate and they can't do over the forest lands, and it is very difficult for them as well. So that is why Britishers also allowed to continue shifting cultivation. Britishers allowed them because Britishers thought that they are also not getting the benefits. So what is the need of the controlling over them, or bearing their protests for the government? It was also a loss for the government. So that is why they allowed them. Simply they didn't do the much things, okay, to resist the shifting cultivators. Now here is a figure 6, in which here the Bhil women are shown. That Bhil is a tribe which is around, you can consider, in the west and the central India. Bhil's tribe used to live in the earlier times. So Bhil tribe, in this picture, the Bhil tribes of Gujarat are being shown. Okay, so this is just it is shown that how the Bhil's women used to work in the forests and how did they cultivate the lands. And here is the figure 7 also, tribal workers in a rice field in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, it is just shown that in Andhra Pradesh, how did tribals used to work for the rice fields, and they don't even know how to do this, but still they have to do because of the pressure from the government. So this is how uh, such things happened with the shifting cultivators. And if you want to read about the next paragraph, forest laws and their impact, and understand this paragraph, do watch the next video on the channel Historia. And if you got any doubts, any queries related to this topic or to this chapter, please mention in the comment box. I'll answer all of your doubts, all of your questions ASAP. Okay, so thank you and have a good day.